morning, everyone. We're just gathering everybody on the call. So, yes, you're at the right place if you're here for the Rito Skating Club annual general meeting. But if you just wait a few minutes while we all get aboard.
So it's just after 10. Do you want to give it a couple more minutes or get started? Tessa?
Since it's just 10:02, maybe at 10:05 we can start for the general meeting. That way, if there's any last minute people grabbing their coffee,
Sure.
finding that email, trying to figure out how to click in.
Sounds
and
good.
then if that's all right with everybody, we'll start at 10:05.
Okay, so it's 10:05, so why don't we get started? Everyone can hear me? Okay, so just as a thank you everyone for joining us. This is our very first virtual AGM. So hopefully everything runs smoothly today. We've had a couple of dry runs with some board meetings on Google Meet, but let's cross our fingers that everything goes smoothly today. So just as a couple of opening remarks, just a couple rules for the Google Meet. We ask that everyone keep their microphone on mute and their videos off unless you are speaking. And we're going to be doing our voting today by the chat feature. So hopefully that will work out, but that's what we're going to try. So other than that, we can get on with the agenda. So the agenda was submitted in the email. So we did not get any further additions to the agenda. So do we have a motion to approve the 2020 AGM agenda? Okay, Brandy approves. Do we have a second? Okay, thank you. And as well, we also circulated the minutes of last year's 2019 AGM. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes? Okay. Okay, we have two. We have a motion to approve and a second. So those are approved. And then we will move on from there to the constitution changes. So I will turn it over to Brandy.
Hi, everyone. So the new RSC Constitution was circulated with the invitation. So we're just going to go over what those revisions were and then see about any questions, and then we'll vote. So the RSC Constitution revisions were mainly administrative, and the revisions specifically removed outdated language and rule references that were no longer proper, updated the year end for the Rideau Skating Club to April 30th, and updated the board structure to reflect the positions that are actually handling the tasks by removing the registrar position, because the club administrator handles all of those registration tasks now. Does anybody have any questions about the revisions or the documents before we proceed with voting on the revisions? Okay, so no questions have come in. As per the directions that Samantha gave earlier, we will be voting via chat. So please, we need a motion to accept the revised RSC Constitution as presented. Okay, and I need a second. And then if we can all vote and write yes or agree, all in favor. Okay, so those votes are coming in. So now we'll ask anyone who's not in favor to please type no. Okay, and then we will count that as carried to accept the revised Constitution as presented. Thank you very much.
Okay, so then we'll move right into the executive reports. So each of the board members is going to speak for their respective reports. So I will be starting off with the president's report, and I just have a few points that I wanted to raise. So first of all, I wanted to talk about some of the successes and achievements of the club this year. So I just wanted to highlight three things. So we did have, an unexpected ending to our season, but there were also a lot of successes this year. So last fall, we installed a new sound system in the Fred Barrett Arena, which was long overdue. And we were successful in getting a City of Ottawa minor capital grant. So half of the cost, $10,000 from the city towards that new sound system. So that was really positive and an ongoing request for a long time that we wanted to do that. In addition, in February, we held our first a very successful Can Skate Challenge event. And this was an introduction to competition for our can skaters. And many of our skaters participated and had a lot of fun. So that was a really well-run event, and hopefully we'll be doing one of those next year. And lastly, over the winter and spring months, Rideau Skating Club has been planning to be the host club for the ISU International Adult Figure Skating Competition, which is planned to be held in Ottawa, October 7th to 10th. So this is spearheaded by our coach, Jan Kalman, and we also have other coaches, board members, and skaters that are part of that local organizing committee for that event. So fingers crossed that that goes forward, but we certainly have a large contingent planning towards that event. So the next point I wanted to make was just on our COVID response and our ongoing planning for getting skaters back for our return to sport. So as everyone is aware, Rideau did have to cancel all skating sessions as of March 13th this year. And so all March and April sessions were canceled, and we did refund all of our skaters, which was no small undertaking by our club administrator in April. The club has closely monitored the situation over the past several months. We participated in local club calls with all of the major clubs in and around Ottawa. Those calls happen every 2 weeks, and there's a lot of planning and engagement with Skate Ontario to get our skaters back on the ice. We've established a COVID committee, which is a few of our members from our board are spearheading that to plan all of the protocols to get our skaters back on the ice safely. And again, like that was no small undertaking to get a lot of those in place. We continue to work with the city to get City Ice open and to really push for Fred Barrett to be one of the first rinks to open as the city opens rinks again. And we have partnered with the Minto Skating Club, and we now have skaters star 5 and above. If interested, they are able to skate at the Minto Skating Club for a limited number of hours. So this is really positive news for our skaters and coaches who are very happy to be back on the ice, and hopefully that will be a successful undertaking for the next little while. My last point is just on volunteers. So we do currently have 4 vacant positions on the board. I highly encourage anyone who's interested in learning more about our board of directors to contact me or any of the board members. Our emails are on the website, and we'd be happy to answer any of your questions. Board positions aren't a huge time commitment. They're really what you want to make of them, and we're willing to work with any volunteers on how they'd like to contribute. The club is run by volunteers, so we do need a large contingency of volunteers to help out with various events, and we do have some that do just volunteer for certain events. So we'd appreciate any and all help if you're interested. And thank you to the board members as well for their time commitment and their passion for the sport and everything that they have contributed over the past year. So with that, I will turn it over to Michelle Carney for the Vice President's report.
There we go. Hi, everyone. Sorry, just trying to turn my microphone on. Okay. So I'm Michelle Carney, and I'm the Vice President. In my role, I'm the one who arranges the scheduling and hires coaches and things like that. So, you know, the finish wasn't that great this year. I mean, but we had wonderful first couple months of skating and everything. We welcomed a few new coaches. So we welcomed Robin Matheson. She's one of our new staff coaches. And try to juggle school and skating themselves and then coaching, and they all did a terrific job, and I hope that they all come back next year. And we did lose one staff coach, Leah Hopkins. She does still coach with us, but she wanted to spend more time on her university. So although she's no longer fulfilling more of a full-time role, she does help out a lot and still coaches with us. And for that, we're really, so. And I'm gone. And I've lost it. Oh. Okay.
Okay, so Michelle, we did lose you a little bit. I do have your report, so we will include some of your points that we might not have heard quite clearly. You cut in and out a little bit, but we'll include those in the minutes. Okay, so next up is the Treasurer Financial Report. Tessa.
Fantastic. First of all, before I get into it, I just want to I don't know if everyone noticed in the email, but there was a link to a survey where we're having a gift certificate for draw for star skaters and can skaters. So I just want to say, if you could get any, fill in the form by the end of these reports, I'd appreciate it, because I'm the one that has to do the picking afterwards. And when we're done all these reports by the board members, I'm going to shut off the survey so I can arrange for that picking. So if you haven't clicked on that link yet, please do. So that's point number one. There's a good chance that you can be drawn. There's actually right now just 25 entries for those two gift certificates. But now what I'll do is I'll get into the financials. So one thing that was a little bit unfortunate for this meeting is I was expecting to have the financial statements done for today, and it did get slightly delayed. I won't be getting them until next week, or by the end of the month. So I do want to say that for anybody out there that wants the financial statements, please contact me at treasure@rideauskating.ca. I'll send them out. We'll probably post them on our website. We are a volunteer-run club. We are not for profit, and we're certainly completely open and transparent about sharing how we spend our funds. With that being said, I can talk about the season that we had, so I'll just take a few minutes here. So first off, if we start, our season is from May to the end of April. So last summer, we did have a joint Ottawa South Skating Club with the Metcalfe Skating Club. We sort of combined together to do joint programming, and that was very successful and profitable for doing that program. So that was really good. When it came to our fall and winter registration, I have to say we were on track for our absolutely most successful season ever. Our revenues are directly related to how many skaters join and how many skaters we have on the ice, and it certainly was higher than I've seen in the years we've had. In fact, we probably could have used a little bit more ice for star skaters. It was such good registration. So it really was on track for a stellar year, but it's also helped us to be ready for the fall when it comes to the COVID-19. I mean, don't get me wrong, we had a bit of a roller coaster ride this March when it came to refunds for the COVID, which I'm thrilled that we were able to do, because if we're not providing the service, then absolutely the parents and club members should be getting their refunds back. But so the city refunded our ice time for anything that we had booked, which was great. And then we refunded can skaters and star skaters. It was probably about $45,000, not a small amount of money. And then we went further with that for paying the coaches for the remaining two can skate programs, even though we did not hold those sessions. And we were also able to offer for our coaches a professional development opportunity for staff coaches over the last April, May, and June, knowing that we couldn't offer skating. With that being said, you might wonder about how we're doing financially in our bank account, but we are in good shape. We have, it's funny because when I started at as the treasurer, this is 2 years on now, I remember them telling me, it's like, oh my gosh, you should really have, 2 years of expenses or 1 year of expenses in the bank just in case something happens and you need a financial cushion. And I have to admit, with this COVID-19, I don't think I ever could have imagined the reason why we need to have that cushion, but we do. Our bank account today, we have $90,000 in the bank. We have a GIC of 70,000. Oddly enough, we're in a similar state of how we usually start the season for August. So I'm very optimistic and positive that we can get back to the business of getting skaters on the ice, and that we have the cushion to see us through the challenging times that we are expecting a little bit this fall. We still are a little bit uncertain as to how many skaters will be allowed on the ice, how parents will feel about getting back into skating. I'm cautiously optimistic that that we can do this, that we can hold our programs. They may be structured or have some different policies around it, but from a financial point of view, I'm feeling really strong about the fact that we can weather the year to come, or however long it takes to get us back to, our normal state of skating. So that's my report. As I said, financial statements, you can email me, treasurer@rideauskating.ca, but I imagine we will also post it onto our website. Oh, and of course, as I said, don't forget to fill out the survey. It will be closing soon.
Thank you, Tessa. I should have said that right off the bat at the beginning, but I missed that. Okay, so moving on, our next report is the registrar's report, which we don't have a registrar currently in that position, as we mentioned earlier from Brandy. So we'll move on to the publicity report. Melissa Sargent.
Hi, everyone. It has been a busy year for publicity, and thankfully I've had lots of help throughout the year. We attended a few community events again this year, including participating in the Manotick Parade in November. Special thanks to everyone who helped with the float and participated. We also participated in the Barrhaven Family Skate Day in December, which was held in Barrhaven, is held by the Barrhaven Area Community Associations. This event included our awesome coaches and program assistants organizing circuits and helping newer skaters on the ice. Some of our skaters participated in a showcase at the City of Ottawa's Family New Year's Eve celebration at Ben Franklin Place. And we also held our annual showcase at Shiverfest in Manotick in January. In addition, we held 2 used skate sales this year, one in September and one before Christmas, which was combined with a bake sale, raising about $475 for all of our fundraising ventures this year. Our skaters had the opportunity to have professional photos taken of them and ordered custom jackets. We continued to sell our RSC branded headbands and toques throughout the year, and we have created a buy and sell page on Facebook for RSC members to sell their used gear. I think this will be vital this fall in terms of people being able to find used stuff. This year, we continued advertising by using our social media platforms of Facebook and Twitter. We also started an Instagram page in the summer, and we posted our first YouTube video to our channel this week. We are constantly looking for content for our social media platforms. So if you have old or recent pictures or videos of your skater or yourself that you would like to share with us, please send to publicity@rideauskating.ca. Save me from trying to be creative because I'm not very creative, so that would be great. We also ordered new yard signs in the summer and used them throughout our fall advertising campaign. So thank you to everyone who let us put them up at your business or your home. We also reached out again this year to all the area schools and school boards, asking them to send out our flyers to students. We have also been revamping our website throughout the year. I want to take this time to thank everyone who has helped to make our events a success this year and help spread the word about how great Rideau Skating Club is. And if anyone is interested in the publicity position, please feel free to reach out to me if you would like some more info on that. The publicity position is also supported by some of our staff coaches. So one of our staff coaches does a lot of the webpage side, and another one of our staff coaches does a lot of the social media side. So you would have lots of support in this position if that's something that you're interested in. And that is it for me.
Okay, thanks, Melissa. The next up was special events, which is vacant, and then we have test chair. So Stephen Carl.
Good morning, everyone. I'll deliver my report from this past year. This past year has been one of change and challenge for test chairs. Skate Canada has realigned the Star Skate program by eliminating the bronze and silver achievement levels and replacing them with Star 6 to Star 10. This realignment affects all disciplines, including skills, elements, pattern dances, and free skate. Interpretive programs have now been replaced by artistic programs. The changeover from the old system to the new system was scheduled for September 2019. This meant that skaters wanting to complete their bronze and silver levels needed to do so before that date or else fall under the new system and new requirements. This led to a very busy and test-packed summer test day with a total of 33 tests conducted within a 3-hour period, presided over by 2 skating judges. Our second test day in November 2019 was a considerably smaller event with only 13 tests performed in a single hour with a single judge. Our final test day, scheduled for April 28th, was trending towards being a substantial test day with a tentative count of 58 tests submitted. Because of the COVID-19 related curtailment of the skating season, this test day did not happen. The 2021 season is already impacted by the measures to control the spread of COVID-19. Our provincial governing body, Skate Ontario, has advised provincial skating clubs that there will be no summer test days this year. At this point, we are also uncertain about our remaining test days. I would like to thank all of our coaches, volunteers, and skaters for making our 2019-2020 season test days a success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stephen. Fundraising was covered off by Melissa in her earlier report, so we'll move on to coaches report by Brandy.
Hi, everyone. So the coaching staff would like to recognize all the achievements of our skaters this season. Although the season did not end as we expected, and we all missed having our year-end events like Beach Day for our can skaters and Fun Day for our star skaters, we had so many skaters reach personal bests and achieve new ribbons, badges, and assessments this season. We would like to congratulate the following skaters for qualifying for the Skate Ontario Championships for the Rideau Skating Club: Liam Carney and Chloe Hatley for novice pairs, Penelope Gibb and Paxton Stedniski for Star 6-7 dance, and Aidan O'Connor for Star 6 men's. Although they did not get to compete due to COVID-19 cancellations, we want to recognize these athletes for their hard work and dedication this season to reach this amazing goal. And you are all champions to us, and we can't wait to see what you will accomplish moving forward. We would also like to congratulate our Star Skater of the Year, Andrea Sarugi. Andrea was not just selected by the coaching staff for her amazing improvement, hard work, and positive attitude, but was also selected out of all of the nominees in Ontario to win the Skate Ontario Star Skater of the Year award for the province. Congratulations, Andrea, on your well-deserved award. We look forward to celebrating all of our skaters' achievements at our annual award ceremony once the restrictions on gatherings are lifted. We would also like to take this opportunity to thank our many volunteers without whom we would be unable to run such a successful club. Thank you to our amazing board of directors and all the volunteers who helped with our many skate days, Shiverfest, send-offs, and other events in 2019 and 2020. Our Star 5 and above and adult skaters have finally been able to resume training this week. And although we had some Bambi-like moments where we all tried to remember how to skate, it was great to be back on the ice for the first few sessions. The coaches have been planning for the next season and have some exciting new programming to announce. So we will be reintroducing additional group programming for our star skaters. We will be rolling out our new and improved Star Group program. This program will provide a transition from the Future Stars program to the Star Skate program for our newer star skaters, and will be for our Star 1 and 2 skaters, providing group lessons and individual practice time to assist the skaters with continuing to develop their technical skills while having fun with their peers. We will also be updating our skater development program to help our skaters improve and progress at an even faster rate. The updates include adding in fun theme and station days and adding a performance class, which will provide skaters with an opportunity to work on their acting, movement, rhythm, and timing for improved performance quality in all aspects of their skating. Although we are still unsure of what the future season will look like, the coaching staff can't wait to be back on the ice helping all our skaters work towards their new goals. And we look forward to another fun and successful Rideau Skating Club season in 2020-2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Brandy. So the last report we have on here is the board members leaving. So as mentioned, we do have some vacant positions, and we have a few people that are stepping down from their positions this year. If we were meeting face-to-face, we would normally at this time be providing you with lovely floral arrangements, but given our virtual format today, it will have to be a virtual thank you for now, and we will have a small gift at a later date. So I would like to thank Helen Weeks, who has provided support to registrar and special events, Michelle Carney and Melissa Sargent for their amazing contributions to our club for many years, really. And yeah, so we will have something for you shortly when we can get together again. As well, we also, normally this event is filled with all of our awards for our skaters, and we did address that in the invitation that we couldn't do that today. We'd rather do that face-to-face at a later date. So stay tuned. We are still planning to do that. It's just we want to be together when we do that. Okay, so next up is our election of executive for 2020-21. So as far as I know, we didn't receive any further nominations of people for board positions. So the positions, I'll list off who we have. So we have president will continue to be me. Vice president is vacant. Treasurer will be Tessa Hermelin. Publicity is vacant. Special events is vacant. Test chair will continue to be Stephen Carl. Secretary, Sue Stednisky. Director of coaching, Brandy Young. Fundraising is vacant. And our member at large advisory is Dan Gray. So I guess we will go to voting again. So first of all, do we have a motion to approve this list of executive? Okay, and a second. Okay, and then I'll just ask everyone to put in a comment. I guess put in agree if you agree with this list of executive. Okay, I think that's it for them coming in. If anyone is opposed, could you please comment opposed? Okay, we'll consider that approved. So next up is the moment everyone's probably been waiting for, the draw for gift certificates. So I think I will hand it over to Tessa, who's going to do the random selection for CanSkate and StarSkate, a $25 gift certificate. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tessa. Tessa, you are on mute.
Thank you for telling me I'm on mute because I've been rambling on for a little bit here. Okay, so I'm just I've closed the form now for the skating, and I just need like literally a few seconds to try and manipulate this. The way it works is it feeds into a Google Sheet, and I'm right now doing a function that picks one skater from CanSkate. It sort of picks a random number on the list. So my first one is picking a number for, so the first one is, sorry. First one I'm going to do is can skate. So I'm just picking the range with all this can skate skaters. And I see I almost forgot one here. So I'm just making sure it's into the list. And then I put in a formula and it picks one in the list. So let me do that. Put it in, drum roll. And it's number 9 on my list here. So the question is Olivia Liu, Liu, on the line? So the parent, I think, is Jiana Dong. Are they on the line right now? Anyone? Yes? No? They have to be on the line in order to win the gift certificate. They are not here. Well, that creates some drama because that means we have to pick again. Okay, let's see. Our next draw then is, let's see, it is number 4 on the list. So we have, oh, Ethan Matheson. So Robin Matheson, are you on the line today?
I am here.
Awesome. Guess who has won a $25 gift certificate?
Woohoo!
Okay, so the next one up, and I think Margot's on the line. Margot will credit a gift certificate to your account so that you can use it towards the next Can Skate session. So the next one up is for Star Skate. So I just need to pick the range there. And we'll do a drum roll. And we'll let the random number generator work. And number 21 on the list. And we have Kira Braid. So Tina Braid, are you on the line? Yes, woohoo! So Tina Braid, you have won a $25 Starskate gift certificate. Congratulations. And that, so I'm glad that we have 2 winners today. And as mentioned, you'll get a credit onto your account for the next skating season. And I will pass it back over to Sam.
Okay, so just before we adjourn, I think I'll open up the floor if anyone has any questions or anything they would like to say. You can unmute yourself and speak up. All right, I guess no questions. Okay, well, I want to thank you everyone for participating. I know this wasn't our ideal situation today, but it is what it is, and I think it worked out okay. So thank you very much for another great year with the Rideau Skating Club. Thank you to all of our volunteers, coaches. You know, we couldn't do it without you. So enjoy this beautiful day, and we will see you next year. Bye for now.